Hey guys, what's up? It's Anoop here, and today I'm going to teach you how to short and long drag click, and as well as how to aim while drag clicking. So before the video starts, I want to simply introduce the concept of how it works. So basically, drag clicking is a clicking method where you drag your finger across your left or right mouse button in a forceful manner, causing your mouse to register a large amount of clicks. It works because there is a friction between your finger and the mouse button. If you learn physics, you are moving your finger while it is in contact with the mouse button. Therefore, there is friction. And you're doing this on a button. So since there is gravity pulling your mouse down, when you are drag clicking, the friction will cause the mouse button to continually be pressed because it will bounce right back up when it is pressed. And this process will be repeated until you stop drag clicking, which is how it lets you get an insane amount of CPS. There is also another situation, which is when there is too much friction, meaning you have pressed down too hard, or you're using a very light mouse, and your mouse will literally move in the direction of where you're dragging, and it won't register any clicks like this. So your mouse would loop just like that if there's too much friction. So aside from that, I have to say that drag clicking doesn't work on every single mouse. It tends to work on mouse that are a little bit more expensive because a more expensive gaming mouse ensures you to get the clicks registered and there is less delay for the clicks. Some people might have already noticed that for certain gaming mouse, you don't have to press down hard enough to register a click, and those mouse would be perfect for drag clicking. So the best way to check if your mouse is good for drag clicking is to try tapping it. In other words, to test if your mouse can double click. By double clicking, I'm not saying that it double clicks with a macro, but it double clicks physically. So when you tap your mouse, the mouse button will bounce, registering 2 or more clicks. For example, which I'm gonna be demonstrating it right now. So for this mouse, the one I'm using right now is the Roccat Kone XTD. And can you stop changing the floor color? What is wrong with you? Wait, stop. Double clicking is like you tapping it. I'm just gonna show that I'm not using a macro. This is one click, one left click, one right click, and there's no cutting right now. And if I tap hard enough, like this, you see? So when I tap, there's like 2 clicks. And this is single clicking. It doesn't work all the time when you're tapping. You see? And this is single click. And this is tapping. So if your mouse can do that, that means your mouse is definitely good for drag clicking. And the reason why I can get like a 58 CPS is because that my mouse doesn't require too much pressing force for a hit to be registered. If you want to check out that video, it should show up on your screen, and I've also put the link in the description in case if you're watching YouTube on a different version. So next up, for short drag. So when you know your mouse is good for drag clicking, and now you need to try dragging on your mouse with a different amount of force, because it is different for every mouse to find the best spot or amount of force for drag clicking. After you found it, you can probably short drag, which is similar to tapping, but there is a motion of dragging your finger forward like this. So at this point, you can probably already bridge. It's good for any like guard bridgings and stuff. You know, you don't need to learn how to long drag if you're only trying to do the bridging methods. So for the people who try to drag their finger on their mouse but it didn't register any clicks, it is either because your mouse or your finger is not clean or you're not pressing down hard enough. When your mouse is not clean, the stuffs on your mouse will cause a reduction in the friction that's on the mouse. So always remember to clean your mouse once in a while because it will affect its ability to drag click. Or if it's still not clicking, double check what I mentioned earlier regarding whether or not if your mouse is good for drag clicking. And if it still doesn't drag, keep trying with a different angle or pressing force, and good luck. So one of the main factors affecting drag clicking is friction. So there's a way to add friction to your mouse. If you have tapes at home, just take like 1 inch of it and do this. So you wanna take like 1 inch of the tape and you wanna try to like do this. You're trying to get the glue on the mouse. This is a way to add friction to it. Not only that, you want to do it on your finger too. You want to just like do this. So it adds like, you get some glue on your finger that you're dragging with. So now there is more friction on both your mouse and your finger, and now it's easier to long drag. So I don't do this when I'm only going to play Bed Wars. When you long drag, you want a larger contact surface with your mouse. So when I short drag, I drag with the tip of my finger like this. But when I long drag, I press down with the whole top part of my finger. Since there's too much friction, your mouse would move forward if you long drag. You want to hold your mouse with your thumb, ring finger, and pinky to keep it in its place. That's basically how it works. Last but not least, if you're only learning drag clicking to bridge, then the tutorial ends here, and I wish you a good luck on your way practicing. But if you want to use drag click in PvP, clutching, or simply just want to abuse your mouse button, then here it continues. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to long drag, you want to hold your mouse with your thumb, ring finger, and your pinky. So now you want to try just moving around, like holding your mouse like this and just moving around, try to like parkour or even PvP with it. This would improve your aim when you're drag clicking. And as for long dragging, I don't recommend doing this on most of the servers, like especially Hypixel. You don't want to long drag left click on most servers because they will detect it as an auto clicker and probably get you banned. If you want to left drag click, you probably want to do it on a German stick duo server, because on those servers you're supposed to do that to reduce your KB and to get an advantage in PvP. But I'll say this again, don't do this on most PvP servers, because like a CPS that's higher than 20 CPS will be detected as an auto clicker and it'll probably get you banned. Your lag, oh my god. So guys, I'm not perfect with aiming while drag clicking, but I'm just like doing this as a demonstration. If you practice a lot, you should be able to aim consistently while doing this. I can't, like, it's impossible for me to clutch with like this KB. Yes! What? That was bad aim, but still got you. Concentrate hits. No, we can't. Oh, what? Alright, I hope you find this video helpful. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll answer it as soon as possible. Peace.